Hi, I'm John Cusick,
And I'm Hannah Delorey.
and we're seniors at Weymouth High School doing a capstone project.
And our central question is, does Weymouth High School do enough to include LGBT themes in the classroom? And if not, how can this problem be solved?
In order to gain first-hand knowledge of students' opinions regarding LGBT discrimination and education of LGBT people and themes, we created a survey.
We gave this survey to 3 homerooms in grades 9 through 12.
5% of students surveyed identified as part of the LGBT community. Based on these results, 1 student in every class of 20 also identifies as part of the LGBT community. 92% of students surveyed claimed to hear LGBT slurs in the hallways and in the classroom at Weymouth High School. 18 students say they rarely hear LGBT slurs in the classroom and in the hallways. 34 say they hear it once a week. 45 say once a day, and 96 of 204 students surveyed say they hear LGBT slurs multiple times a day at Weymouth High School.
We collaborated with 4 teachers from different departments and worked to create LGBT inclusive lessons for each of their classes.
As an English lesson, Ms. Kelliporis gave her students a packet of 3 poems on the American dream for an introductory unit for The Great Gatsby. Each poem was about the inability for a certain group to achieve the American dream. The teacher allowed the students to first connect with the speaker and discuss their own thoughts before she let them know who the speaker was. The speaker of the last poem was a gay man. These poems gave the class insight into other people's experiences.
We found a history lesson from GLSEN, and Mr. McCarthy's junior classes discussed significant LGBT events and people. Students read aloud from different items from the civil rights timeline, and Mr. McCarthy explained the events while keeping a neutral disposition in regards to his personal beliefs.
As a health lesson, Mrs. Lohmeyer read a short story called Am I Blue to her freshman and sophomore classes. The theme of this story is that sexuality is fluid, and those who bully others about their sexuality may be hiding their own. The students then had a discussion and responded to follow-up questions regarding LGBT controversial ideas, like adoption or gay parents.
As a lesson in science, we found an article that Mrs. DeWitt gave to her biology classes. The students were given an article detailing a study done on epigenetics, a theory that could explain the science of homosexuality. They were asked to fill out a KWL chart. The kids changed their previous beliefs by learning that homosexuality cannot be pinpointed down into one theory.
It is very easy to incorporate LGBT inclusive lessons. Each teacher tied our lessons in with their lesson plans and current curriculum. They put minimal extra work into including these lessons, and they didn't even have to spend a whole day on them.
We believe that incorporating LGBT lessons in the classroom will make LGBT students feel more safe, prevent feelings of isolation, make LGBT students more willing to learn, and increase tolerance of diversity at Weymouth High School.
The 2011 GLSEN School Climate Survey found that an inclusive curriculum can promote respect for all and improve LGBT students' school experiences. Students in schools with an inclusive curriculum heard fewer homophobic remarks, including negative use of the word gay and other slurs, and fewer negative comments about someone's gender expression than those without an inclusive curriculum. Less than half of students in schools with an inclusive curriculum felt unsafe because of their sexual orientation, compared to 2/3 of other students. Less than 1/5 of students in schools with an inclusive curriculum had missed school in the past month, compared to over 1/3 of other students. Students in schools with an inclusive curriculum were more likely to report that their classmates were somewhat or very accepting of LGBT people than other students. Overall, they had a greater sense of connectedness to their school community than others. However, we are aware that teachers may not have the time or resources to incorporate such a lesson. If this is the case, here are some tips to still be an inclusive teacher of the LGBT community.